Isn't it amazing that yeah, other than I've been up for like 3 days, this full moon, readapting myself to society. I ain't cutting it, bro. Going back to that third shift lifestyle. Anyways, isn't it amazing how the closest people that we've known forever are the biggest snakes in our lives? It's incredible. You know what? After my 7 month odyssey, almost 7 months, I can literally tell you, I saw my life flash before my eyes. I went through a lot, and I made new friends. It's not that many. I have like 3 new friends, and you know what? That's just enough. They were they were there for me, straight up there for me. And time is irrelevant in all aspects. You can meet someone today, and they will be down for you more than someone that you've known for 10 or 15 years. And when people do not grow or people are jealous of others, they're just holding you back. They're just weight, they're baggage. And honestly, if they look like if they're genuinely in happy relationships, hey, go for it. You know, like take their suggestion, but you decide how deep you allow the suggestion to interfere with your personal thoughts and what you know of your personal relationship. You don't let them interfere. You don't let them. I don't know. I normally don't talk trash about my person to my friends. Not really. Because let's say me and my girl got in an argument, and I go ahead and trash talk. Oh, well, she said this, she did that, right? Guess what's gonna happen? So whenever I mention my girl, she's like, oh, you're still with that? You're still with that? What are you doing that? You're too good for that. You're too good for that. And it becomes a cycle, and then all that negative talk that they're giving you on a daily reminder because you hang out with them so often, and it's always on a low vibration status. Yeah, because I guarantee you, there's always drinks. I'm sure they're either eating your food or drinking your alcohol, and if there's illicits, taking your illicits as well. You know, they're just baggage. They're not even happy in their own relationships. You're not happy in your relationship. How the fuck are you giving someone else advice? I'll take advice from someone that I know is genuinely like, hey, relationships are not perfect. They are work. I know they are work. You know, but it takes two to tango, and patience, compromise, and yes, there has to be a lot of forgiveness as well, because no one is perfect. No one is born knowing all the answers. Just like parents. No parent is perfect. I don't care how many manuals you read while you're in your 9-month holding period. It does not matter. You're going to make mistakes. And only through compromise and forgiveness are you going to advance into a healthier relationship. Communicating. Learning how to communicate with your partner. Asking them the questions. That creates intimacy. That builds up a healthier relationship, you know. But when you don't know any of that, because you don't know yourself, it makes a big difference. As to you don't know yourself, and you kind of have to learn your person too. It's kind of so it starts a lot of conflicts because you're still dealing with you. But this is where patience comes in. Because when you don't have that, then I don't know, it doesn't really work. You need to have patience, and sometimes you do need time apart so that each person can handle themselves. Me personally, I think it was 891 contacts. I've had that iCloud for like 10 years. 891 contacts on my phone. And after what I just went through, I only had like 3 people actually check up on me. And when I got out, 4 people. And they haven't been on my life for that long. And right now, I have a couch to sleep on. I have a roof over my head. I have food. I just got out of jail 3 days ago. Empty-handed because I lost everything. I spent 3 months in jail. And it gave me an epiphany. I'll keep them in my social media, and that's fine. But am I gonna keep fucking with the people that I thought I was closest to? Am I gonna have them around often? No, because it's funny because I would take a bullet for any of them. But you cannot have expectations, because not everybody will rather die for you, and that count. I could have 891 contacts, and I know if I would have called a couple of certain people, because they're responding now, when they're like, what? We were wondering where you went, and I understand situations, I understand people and stuff like that, but it is what it is, and that's what I learned. And I'm pretty much I got reborn. I was reborn after this last time of Odyssey. I was reborn, and I have had, I would say, biggest character development and level ups. And anyone in my shoes, I can't say that anyone can just walk in my shoes, I'll tell you that much. And it taught me many things, and I could tell you that I'm peaceful. I'm not stressing. I'm very peaceful, and that my peace of mind is the most important thing that I have. But going back to relationships, that's what you want. You want to have a peaceful relationship. You want to be with that person that's gonna be there for you, that no matter what, I'll get another job, but I'm not going to check on my baby if I feel that something's wrong. I've done it before, but that's because I'm ride or die for my person, and I do not allow anyone. I'll hear them out. Now, am I gonna listen to them and allow anyone to talk shit? That's not how it works. So, if they're low vibrational and they're just a book bag, take off the fucking book bag. You don't need to explain yourself to no one. They're called boundaries. And that whole little thing of keeping exes around, they're exes for a reason. They don't need to be around. Especially if they refuse to grow. If they refuse to do better for themselves. It's not even for you. It's for themselves. Because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love someone else? RuPaul for you guys. That was RuPaul. So, food for thought. Y'all have a great night. I'm asleep today. I'm tired. I've been up for 3 days. This.